What is going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back for yet another Madden 13 online ranked match. Today we are using the Arizona Cardinals. Our opponent is going with the Dallas Cowboys, and this is one hell of a game. As you see from the title, Skeleton and one huge mistake. You'll see what I'm talking about in a skosh. So, to begin the game, he has ball first, which is always good, because that means we get ball at halftime. Defending the Cowboys is not easy. It's not something I look forward to doing. Dominant offense, two studs at running back. You know, Murray's a stallion. Felix Jones is good just because he's very fast, he's very quick. So, to begin the game, I mean, he's starting off running the ball, which I strongly dislike. I hate stopping the run. Like, I always prepare for the pass. I give up rushing yards and big bunches, especially to somebody who's a very good running back like, you know, Murray. Right there, I thought we might have had an interception, but we do stop him to a fourth down. It's 4th and 3, decides to go for it, and we end up getting a sack. So now we get the ball, and we get an opportunity to go ahead and take the lead. You know, stopping somebody in the first possession is always key. And of course, we're looking for Larry Fitzgerald, by far the best player on the team, one of the greatest receivers in the game. So we definitely want to give it to him as much as possible. Beanie Wells is a big back who falls forward. You know, I like what they have to offer on offense. You know, Floyd's got, you know, decent speed. Right here, we go to the FL screen. We go to the outside, and Stephen Hollins ends up scoring a touchdown. So, we are up 7-0. And again, whenever you can take an early lead on a good offensive team like the Cowboys, there's always a plus. You know, the Cardinals got a really, really good defense. Patrick Peterson is very fast, man. He can stick with any wide receiver in the game. They have two great safeties. You know, you mix around the depth chart, man, they're definitely workable. They definitely got a lot of good things happening on defense. As you see, he just continued to run the ball, and he's having a lot of success doing it. You know, until I make an adjustment to stop it, I mean, I don't think he should stop running. I mean, he's doing really well. We get him to a 2nd down here. He ends up calling from shotgun. He throws over towards the right. I kind of read that he was going to go to Winton there, but I just didn't jump on it enough. Right here, he backs up in shotgun formation. He throws deep over the middle. Had a step on him, but thankfully, Romo overthrows him. So 2nd and 10. Again, he's passing again. We hit him as he throws from the outside. So now it's 3rd and 10. We could really use a stop here to force a 4th down. That's exactly what happens. So this right here is a very crucial down. And he ends up just hitting me with an out route, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. Oh, man. Giving up 4th down conversions is one thing. But giving up the double dip, the touchdown and the 4th down conversion, I should say the 4th down conversion and the touchdown, definitely frustrating. But, you know, we got the ability to be able to play from ahead because we do get ball back at halftime. We got that extra possession due to that stoppage. So hopefully we can go ahead and just take advantage of, you know, that one possession that we were able to get. But I do throw an interception right there. That is the look that I wanted, that one-on-one matchup on the post. But fortunately, if your receiver doesn't have good route running, he's not going to separate when he's doing those type of cuts, and my receiver did nothing to separate himself, and I threw a pick, and then he runs the touchdown the next play, so we're down 14-7. So he takes away that possession that we were able to gain on the first drive of the game. So, okay, now we just got to focus, you know, score points like I'm pretty sure I can. You know, just make the right reads. He's calling a lot of man-to-man. We go to the motion fade, and there's a lot of BS this game. Just watch Floyd and all the drop passes he has, man. You want to talk about just frustration to the max. Right here, wide open, beautiful touch pass, drops. It's like, come on, Madden. Really? Really? I was so beyond frustrated at that point. Right here, we get sacked. Cobb gets hurt, and he's injured for the game. So, out of frustration, I know it's very stupid to go for it at this point. I should punt. But I decided to go for it out of just frustration, and thankfully, I end up getting the tippy toes with Fitzgerald. He does challenge it, but we do winning it anyways. And there's my boy Skeleton. Look at Skeleton coming through. And, you know, like I said, Cobb was out for the game, so now it's Skeleton. Look at him throwing dots over the middle. Fitzgerald. Now I definitely don't trust Floyd. He's dropping passes left and right. FL screen, we end up getting it to the big back Wells, and gets us a good solid 7 or 8 yards right there. Actually, that was after a holding count. He got us a lot of yards right there. Over the middle, back to Fitzgerald, and he holds on to the ball after the big contact. So you see, I'm definitely looking for Fitzgerald anytime I can. Floyd finally holds on to a ball right here. You see, Skeleton is 5 for 5. We go to the delay screen, but we don't get anything. Big third down right here. We're standing in the pocket. We're looking. We throw over towards Fitzgerald, and the man comes through for us once again. Fitzgerald, his money is definitely doing what he has to do. If only the other wide receivers on the team can help us out just a skosh. We go to the FL screen. Look at Beanie Wells breaking tackles. That man will not be denied. He is fighting and working his way into the end zone because he's so strong. And we end up tying the game. So now it's 14-14, and now we could really use another stop just to give us an opportunity to get up in the game and have a lead. But the very next play, he hits us again, and there is Ogletree, and I definitely don't have anybody faster than him besides Peterson. But Peterson was on the opposite field, so he ends up scoring a touchdown in one play. So, yeah, frustration sets in again. It's like, come on, man, I'm giving up these home run plays. He scored on 4th downs. He scored on one play. You know, my quarterback is gone for the game. Anybody but Fitzgerald seems to be dropping passes. I don't know what to do. You know, I'm very frustrated at this point. Right here we go to Floyd. Like I said, thankfully he holds on. I can't believe he dropped that wide open pass though. We're sitting in the pocket. We got the reroute, drag route, and then we end up getting a huge gain. So we're able to move the ball. We're doing pretty well. Right here again, we go back to Floyd. Every time he called zone, I was looking for that drag. When he called man, I was also looking for that drag. So, you know, I was going to Floyd a lot. And but my number one option obviously is right there, Fitzgerald. He's definitely my safety blanket. He's my go-to guy. He's somebody I can trust that's going to hold on to the ball and make that reception. So right here, we're really close to scoring, but, you know, I wanted to play it safe. I wanted him to burn his timeout. So I was truly okay with kicking a field goal here. As you see, I basically played very non-aggressive here to kick a field goal because I knew I was getting the ball back at halftime. So I felt like I could kick this field goal and not score, because to me, there's no point in scoring a touchdown, giving him the ball back with a minute, some change with some timeouts, for him to just score and just negate that touchdown. So I'd rather kick a field goal and get ball back at halftime. If he was receiving ball at halftime, I definitely would have played it differently. I would have went more aggressive. I would have went for the end zone. But since I knew I was getting ball back, it's like, you know, let's take the field goal here. Let's play smart. Let's let him waste his timeouts. That way he has no chance of getting the ball back. And then let's get the ball back at halftime and do some work. So, you know, so far, you know, we're able to move the ball again to begin the half, and he's giving me that drag route, and I'm going to continue to take it. As long as Floyd keeps, you know, holding on to the ball, you know, I'm going to keep throwing it to him. And again, he's just knifing that zone up. We go to the FL screen right here with Beanie Wells, and we get just a handful of yards right here. And Skelton is doing very good. You know, he's making good passes. You know, we're actually catching the ball, which is good. I still can't believe he dropped that wide open pass though, man. Like, there was nobody near him. Again, a drop pass right there. But Skelton is coming through. He's doing work, man. He's making very good passes. Right there was definitely a forced ball. Definitely something I should not have done. 3rd and 10, we're looking. We try to go back to Fitzgerald. We get it, but come on, really mad at the holding penalty. A second before I threw the ball. It's like they don't want me to win. Come on, man. Right there, another drop ball by Floyd. He was open. He beat the press. The safety wasn't in position. That would have been a touchdown. And he drops it again. I'm like, come on, Floyd. How many passes are you going to drop? So we were forced to kick a field goal. We should have had a 1st down that was called back due to holding. We should have had a touchdown, but Floyd dropped the ball. And I looked at that play several times while I was editing it. I was like, okay, the safety have a chance to get him. He controlled the safety. He hit stick. He completely whipped. That would have been an easy touchdown if he would have caught the ball. But that's his second wide open drop that he gave me this game. Now we're back on defense. Now we got to get a stop somewhere along the line. You know, even if he does score, it's still a 1-possession game, because unless he decides to go for 2, we should be able to score and get a 2-point conversion, tie the game, seeing as he'll be up 28-20. But we don't even want to go that far. We want to be able to stop him. Another 4th down. Let's see if we can finally stop him. He looks, he goes. My guy was in position. He played the inside. Peterson played the inside, but he still got beat. I don't know how he was 3 yards on the inside of the receiver, but he scores another touchdown on 4th down. So now it's like, okay, let's focus. A drive here that, you know, a scoring drive here has a potential to tie the game. So let's just focus. Let's just relax. Let's just move the ball, make good reads, make good passes, and just be able to tie this game. Right here we go to Stephen Howlings on the drag. So Skelton is doing work, man. He's throwing the ball very well. He has yet to throw a pass right there that has me like, damn, he's a bum. He's throwing accurate passes, and we find Stephen Howlings on the big wheel route. So we score a touchdown, but we need a 2-point conversion to tie the game. So we go to the FL screen, and we go and look at Beanie Wells finding a seam. and we score and we tie the game. So now it's 28-28. Brand new ball game. Forget about the drops. Forget about the hurt QB. Forget about the shenanigans that's been going on to me this game, like that holding penalty. Oh my goodness, that holding penalty killed me on that drive. And then Floyd dropped the pet. Man, that was just a bad drive. But we got to forget about everything. Have amnesia. It's a brand new ball game. 28-all. We got his third down right here. We really need to stop. He steps back. He looks. He throws over towards the left. We definitely got enough time to go over there and swat that down. Fourth down. This is huge. We stand over the middle. Don't test that you up. We drop it, but nonetheless, we still get a stop, and we have an opportunity to take the lead. This is exactly what it is that we wanted. We run. We go to the outside, but because of the broken tackle, we actually lose a yard. So Skeleton right here stands up again. He's looking. There's nobody there. We end up taking a huge sack. So that right there sucked. We go to the out route. I figured he was going to play man-to-man, and that's exactly what happened. So we go to Fitzgerald, and he comes through for us. So now we're killing the clock. We're running the ball, winding the clock down because, well, the fourth quarter is here. So right here, Beanie Wells breaks the tackle, but now it's third down. We go to the FL screen. Look at Beanie Wells again. Whoop, whoop. I mean, Stephen Hollins, excuse me. Finding just an open hole for him to run through. I don't even know how I was able to find that. I thought for sure I was going to run into my own lineman. I was caught by surprise by the fact that he ran into nobody and scored a touchdown. So we finally got ourselves a lead again. So let's see if we go ahead and make some more stops to be able to win this game. I feel like one stop in this game is one because I really don't feel like he's going to stop me on offense. But then he runs the ball, and DeMarco Murray outruns everybody, and he scores a touchdown. And now it's just like, damn. Now the pressure's back on my offense. But like I said, I feel confident. But he decided to go for two. I went offside horribly trying to block his PAT. He decides to accept the penalty, and then he went for two, and we stopped him. So that right there is huge. Now we have the lead. A field goal forces him to score a touchdown because we will be up 4. So our job is just kill the clock because we have the lead. Don't go out of bounds, and he goes out of bounds. So all we got to do is play smart. That right there was a big mistake, but that's not the big mistake that's in the title. He makes a huge mistake coming up, and you'll see why. Right here, we just QB sneak, and we're killing the clock. Notice the play clock winding down all the way to 1 second. You know, he wanted to go for 2. He messed that up, and we got to take advantage of that. So we run the ball with Beanie, and we get some good yards here. So pretty soon he should be able to, he's going to start wasting his timeouts coming up soon. So we wind it down to the 2-minute warning. So first play, we need a first down. We go to howling, and that's exactly what we do. We possibly could have scored a touchdown right there, but we back up because we need him to waste his timeouts. But he doesn't call one. And right there, I really didn't want to run that in the end zone. I wanted to waste another timeout, but I mean, hey, I'll take it. I decided to go for 2, and look at Beanie Wells. Whoa, he's so strong to falling forward. I decided to go for 2 because my defense has been playing like ass, and I knew if I get this 2, I'm going to be up 9 points, and that right there should pretty much win me the game. So I took the big risk, and we succeeded because I really felt like I probably wasn't going to stop him. I had trouble stopping him this entire game. So we took a big risk, and let's see if it pays off for us. So right here, he gets a nice pass. He has all timeouts, though. So that right there is what sucked about not being able to force him to waste his timeouts while we had the ball. But nonetheless, we're up 9, so he needs a touchdown in and onside. Beautiful touch pass right there, but we do end up tracking him down. 40 seconds left. You know, he doesn't call a timeout, so there's only 20-some-odd seconds left. He goes to Witten. He gets tackled on the 1. So he calls timeout. You're right. He stands in the pocket. He throws it. Oh, and Vickers drops the ball wide open. That's payback for having Floyd drop all those passes. Right here, nobody's covering Romo, so he ends up just running it in. So now it's onside kick time, right? So I get ready to receive the onside. But because of the Bills game, I'm like, hold up, nope. I'm calling timeout. I'm making sure Fitzgerald is in that middle, not Doucette. I'm not losing because of a dropped onside kick. So we call our last timeout. We go to depth chart, and we make sure that we put Larry Fitzgerald in that position so he's in the middle, and we have a better chance of recovering the ball. And here is where the biggest mistake of the game was made. This was such just a disaster of a mistake. This mistake was, I couldn't believe this happened. I really couldn't believe, you know, I'm looking at catch, see who I could put where, so I could go ahead and make sure I got, you know, good hands receiving the ball on the onside kick. So, you know, we resume the game. We know he's going to kick an onside. All we got to do is recover, and game is over. If he recovers, a field goal wins in the game, and if he does get the ball back, I don't feel confident that I'm going to be able to stop him. So here is where the mistake is made. So we come out in onside kick, and he, for whatever reason, decides to come out in regular kickoff. I'm like, what is he thinking? I'm like, I know he's not going to try the squib, and that's exactly what he does. And we recover, and I'm thinking to myself, why would he do that? Why would he do the squib instead of an onside kick? Why would he allow himself not to get a chance to recover the ball? Because he wasn't going to recover that. He was. I know to take the back guy and just run towards it. He was not going to recover that. Anyways, he made the mistake. Thankfully, he did. That's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's your boy GS, and we are out. Peace. Give it to me, baby. Don't forget to like the video, but please only do so if you were entertained and or you enjoyed the video. And follow me on Twitter if you're not already. Twitter.com/MrGoldenSports. It's your boy, and we are out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.